Welcome back, folks, to a delicious segment. Did you ever eat an awesome dessert as a child and now as an adult wonder whatever happened to that dessert from yesteryear? Well, that's how Gail Monaghan found inspiration for her new book. It's called Lost Desserts, Delicious Indulgences of the Past, Recipes from Legendary and Famous Chefs. And a few not so famous, right, Gail? Good morning.
A few not so famous. A few people's mothers, a few people's grandmothers.
Yes, like, you know what? I just said to my mother this past holiday, I said, Mom, no banana pudding. Remember banana pudding with real Nabisco?
Yes. Now, there's a lost dessert that I don't have in my book. It's for volume 2.
Volume 2. There you go.
We're going to have banana pudding.
Yeah, but you're absolutely right. We go for these exotic indulgences, you know, especially when we eat out, and we don't cook the simple and wonderful things that our mothers and grandmothers used to make,
It's true, but there are some of those. There are many restaurant desserts in this book from lost restaurants, closed restaurants, but there also are a few homey. There's a gingerbread and pear pie and pudding, and there's a seidel tort, which is somebody's mother's dessert. There are some.
Well, the one that we're making today is called...
It's called a marbled rose and raspberry fool.
Okay.
And fool, it doesn't mean you're a fool to eat it. Fool, it comes from the French word fouler, which means crushed.
Okay.
So it's a mixture of whipped cream and crushed fruit.
That's it.
And it's really easy and it's really delicious.
It sounds easy, whipped cream
Very
and crushed
easy.
fruit. Okay, so what are we going to do to make this?
All right, do you want me to show you? We're going to make this dessert. All right, so here we have whipped cream that's been whipped with sugar.
We whipped it ourselves.
We've whipped it ourselves.
That is not Cool Whip.
No, it's not cool. It's nice.
You can't cheat, right?
I wouldn't cheat with this. No, it's an indulgence of the past.
Okay.
Cool Whip is not an
We've
indulgence.
We've got to pay homage.
Cool Whip is not an indulgence.
Okay.
All right. Then we have raspberries, fresh raspberries that have been mashed. You want to mash a little bit?
I'll mash
a little bit. They just need a little more mashing.
Yeah, they do need a little more.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you, darling.
That's perfect.
Perfect?
All right.
Okay.
Perfect. So we take the fresh raspberries, we dump them, it's very easy. We dump them into the whipped cream.
Okay.
We put this bowl over here to get rid of it.
So the sugar's in the whipped cream, not in the raspberries, right?
Well, the sugar's in that whipped cream.
Okay.
Now, here we have a little leaf that we don't want.
It was colorful.
Okay, now we fold it together. Folding is like that. You don't want to mix it too much because remember, this is marbled. However, if you do mix it too much, it's very pretty, like your jacket. It'll just be pink. It'll be pretty, but not quite as pretty as if it's marbled.
Okay.
All right, so we folded it together. The next thing we do is these are fresh raspberries that have been cooked for a little bit with some more sugar and a pinch of salt. They've been put through a sieve and now they're cool.
So you just like sauteing them or cooking and boiling?
You boil them for about 5 minutes with a tiny bit of water and some sugar.
Okay.
And then you push it through a sieve. So you've really got raspberry syrup. I mean, this would be delicious over ice cream. Okay. That's what you've got here.
So you don't put them in a blender. They just break down like that?
They break down like that and you put them through a sieve.
Okay.
So you put that in your whipped cream. You add rose water, which you can buy at a gourmet market. You can get it online. It's very, very inexpensive.
Rose water.
You put 2 tablespoons of rose water in this.
Is that the flavoring, or what do you look at?
Yeah, it gives it just a little bit of a haunting, old-fashioned flavor.
Oh, like your grandma.
Like your grandma. If you don't have the rose water, it's perfectly fine to leave it out.
Okay.
But if you do have it, it's great.
It adds a nice
It's great. It adds a nice little... All right, so here you have it. You don't want to mix it too much.
So we're all marbled.
We're all marbled.
Then we
take it and we pour it into this mold.
You okay there? Yeah, you got it.
We got it. We pour it into the mold.
And voila!
And no, not quite voila.
What happens?
Then the best part is you decorate it with organic rose petals.
Organic rose petals? You can eat these?
You can eat them, taste them, and a few raspberries, and you've got it. Now, you can eat this now, but ideally you would refrigerate it for 3 hours and then eat it.
But
look how beautiful it is and easy.
It's
I mean, how holiday-esque is that?
That is so gorgeous.
It is gorgeous.
And too easy.
And yes, too easy.
And here's our finished product. If you freeze, you can also freeze it.
You can also freeze it in the pre-Civil War South in America. They often froze them, like Scarlett O'Hara. I'm pretty sure Scarlett O'Hara eating this. So it's the exact same thing, but it's been frozen.
Okay.
Okay, you put it in a metal bowl. Now we're going to try undipping. This is,
be careful,
we're going to try to unmold it.
All
right, so we dip it in for about 15 seconds. Okay. Oh, I can see it melting. Okay.
Oh, great.
We take it out.
Oh,
we're going to
that.
Well, it's going to see what we look at.
No, I'm flipping
We're going to unmold it onto this platter. If it doesn't work, if you do this at home and it doesn't work, you just re-dip it.
I'm looking.
You re-dip it until it works. Okay. Well, we're going to see if it's up. I think it is working.
Oh, my goodness. Gail, that's phenomenal.
Got it. So, okay, now look. So then we hand this to you, and we put a little whipped cream on the top.
Okay.
Or more if you have time.
And then add it. And voila, you've got a wonderful dessert that you've made weeks ahead.
Yeah, and you can
thank you so much, Organic Rose Petals. Gail, thank you so much. The book, again, is called
Lost Desserts, Delicious Indulgences of the Past.
All right. Thank you so much. If you'd like a copy of the recipe, of course, you can log on to our website, WNBC.com/weekendTINY. And we'll be right back checking in with Tim Russer. See what's coming up on Meet the Press. Thanks, Gail.
Oh, well, thank you. And you've got